Today at Canada Television here in Toronto, we bring to you an exciting event. The Women's International Day celebration organized by the Kenyan Canadian Association. This event includes workshop, discussion, and dinner, all focused on empowering and celebrating women. You will hear from inspiring speakers like Pastor Dr. DORCAS RIGATHI, the spouse of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Other guest speaker includes Kenya High Commission to Canada, Canadian federal and provincial leaders, and other attendees. My name is William Muyuku. Welcome at Canada Television. In this part, we are going to present to you the integrality of the speech of H.E. Pastor Dr. DORCAS RIGATHI, which we summarize as celebrates women, change boy-child mindset, and empower vulnerable.
It is my great honor and pleasure to welcome Our Excellency, Dr. DORCAS RIGATHI, to address and have a chat with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You may be seated. Good evening, everybody. Good Excellencies, honorable members, the President of KCA, and all the board of KCA, and everyone who is here tonight celebrating the International Women Week, Day, Year, and Years. Good evening. I think it is good for women to celebrate themselves. Sometimes you don't need anybody to celebrate you. You can celebrate yourself. Just clap for yourself and just... And you know, we are talking about inclusion, and we have gender with us. I am a mother of the boy child. Can we clap for our boy children? You know, a mother will always say, from womb to the grave, a man is always a boy child to a mother. And therefore, every one of you who have come, I want to just extend the warm love of a mother to the boy children in the house. Thank you. You make the world a balanced world, and therefore, you have come to celebrate the women. You can see they are all over in the technology world. They seem to be leading in the world of technology, from behind to the cameras and everywhere. You can see that they are doing a good job. And you can clap for them one more time. I really want to thank and pass my regards to our worship, the mayor, who gave me a very warm welcome yesterday, and even for coming to be with us tonight. I feel greatly honored, even to be given this opportunity to stand in this land of Canada. I think I'm starting to feel home away from home. And I love the land of Canada, as I can see all these are my people who have been accommodated here, and I can see they are celebrating life, and they all look like they are not coming home. But I pray that you be coming to visit us as we come to visit you. I want to bring the greetings from our President, His Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, his wife, Rachel Ruto, my husband, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the Rig G, the only Rig G in the world. Let me take this chance just to say that I don't need to talk too much because we have already seen it, and I think everyone who is here, I want just to congratulate the women on this day. One of the greatest things for a woman or a mother is just to be called a mother. And a mother is one who nurtures life, one who gives life. There is no greater symbol or a creature that is designed with beauty and power like a woman. You give a woman a seed, she gives you a child. You give a woman a house, she gives you a home. There is no better than a woman. And therefore, when I stand here, I celebrate myself as I celebrate you. There is no one time you'll ever speak of a woman without talking about the entire world. And that's why you would say that once you educate a woman, you educate the whole village. And I can tell you, a woman can come from nowhere, and when she emerges, she becomes the savior of the world. It is only a woman who can feel the affliction of the vulnerable and stand up for them and sacrifice everything that she has. It is only a woman who can give up her life, her business, her everything to nurture a differently abled child and do everything and live everything. Only a woman. And therefore today I am celebrating the greatest creature, fearfully and wonderfully made of God. And when you look at them, they come in different shapes, different sizes. We are all different, but we are all beautiful. And we are all fearfully made, powerful, and able to withstand every challenge that is thrown our way. And that is why today I came and to celebrate women of Canada. Coming to my office, when we just came to office about 6 months ago, and I envisioned as a woman, as I've just told you, a dignified future for the vulnerable population. And I decided from all manner of jobs and businesses and everything that was there, I'll take 4 pillars of my office. And one of them is people living with disabilities, because I believed in doing small things. I don't like doing so big things. I like doing small things, and they mean so much to me. And therefore, in my office, I am saying we need to think of the people who are living with disabilities and see them as men and women and children that deserve our care. The other ones are the vulnerable, that is the orphans and the widows. That is the next pillar. And the third pillar is the one which is already put here, that is the boy child. I say they should have access, equal opportunities, and they should be provided resources. In Kenya, we are having a great crisis, as you have seen. Young men, people, children, from a mother, from a father, in the streets, taking glue, abusing alcohol, drugs, and they are out there desirous that somebody would reach out and pull them out and save them from destruction. And therefore, as a mother, I'm standing in and saying, if you want to have a good girl, if you want to advocate for a girl who is decent, who will be able to have a good home, you must be able to have an inclusive society that treats the boy equal to the way we treat our girls. As a mother, I went to the labor room, and when I gave birth to a girl or a boy, the pain was the same. And therefore, I believe the society need to start to think very seriously. When God created them, he created them both male and female. He blessed both and gave them dominion. And if you want a good and a just society, let both boys and girls grow together. If you want the gender-based violence to end, all you need is to change the mindset of the boy child. And who is the one that shapes the boy child mindset? It is the mother. And therefore, women, we have a responsibility. When we are bringing up our children, our boy children, what we need is to bring up not a killer machine, but we need to bring up a wholesome child. I believe in our cultures, we are telling these young men that they don't need to cry. They don't need to go to the kitchen. They don't need to do this. They don't need to do that. They don't show emotions. They only know what not to do. No one tells them or mentors them and tells them what to do. And therefore, that is why we have a society of men that do not respect and honor women. And therefore, we need just to change the mindset of a boy, and you will see the world will be a better place to live. I appeal to all of us. The respect and honor, balanced families will only become a reality when we address the issues and the problems of the boy child. Those of us who live in Kenya, they know when those young men are in drugs because they are frustrated and they are out there, you have seen, they are running all over the place, they are in the gutter. Just tell me, who is going to marry your girls? The girl, we have affirmative action, we have done everything, and my dear daughter here, you can stand. Please stand. Tell me, this is my daughter. That is my boy child. Tell me, where is she going to get a husband? She's going to get it from the gutter, clean, and live with him? I think we need to change the way the society is looking here. So let them have equal access. Let's have a just society. And let's be inclusive. Because as a mother, I want a family. I want a husband. I want my boy child. I want my girl child. And I want everyone to be included. And that is what will bring love and care in a family. And I'm looking at all of us and I'm asking myself, when will we start doing the right thing? There is an error that has already been created. It's a fatal error that has taken those boys to the streets. And now we have to go and correct it. And there was another error that had been created when the girl was in the gutter. We lifted the girl from the gutter, we washed her, now she's sophisticated, she's economically able, and the next thing you have now is the boy child who is in the gutter. Let's have a balanced society. Let's bring up the children as children. When you are bringing up a boy, teach him to be in touch with his emotions. Teach him how to speak. Teach him how to be vocal, to express himself, and to live like a human being. And you will see good families. You will have a good husband. Because that boy who is out there is a father to someone in the future. And let me not lie to you. If it continues the way it is, we will have a world that will not exist. Because that is a carrier of the seed for generational recreation. Is that not true? So if the seed carrier is not available, how do you expect to have prosperity in this world? How do you expect the society and the communities to propagate itself and to get into the next generation? How do you expect to have balanced families? And therefore, as I stand here on this Women's Day, I'm thinking, mothers, we need to rethink this. Yes, we need to rethink it. And we need to teach our children to grow together. We need to teach love. And once they know how to love, you will have lovely families. I want to really thank all of you. And as you have heard, I have that crisis that is in Kenya, and I don't think it is only in Kenya. I think it is across Africa, and even across the world. Maybe it is the degree of the crisis and the challenges, the way we are facing. Maybe the drug addiction and the way it is projecting itself here. If you take our people, somebody from here, you take them there, they will think they are in heaven. But just translate those boys to the boys up there and know that every one of us needs to be mentally healthy. We need to think of how we can be able also to help those ones in Africa. In my country, what we are trying to do is to build a rehab center for those boys. A rehab center that you have vocational training so that we can train them with the trade skills and entrepreneur skills, and we can give them tools so that they can be able to stand up and have income generating activities. The other thing is to have a sporting community so that we can integrate them into the communities around and also give them a future, a hope, reactivate the dream, bring back the dream and the hope that is dead. And that is the work that I'm doing. With the women, I'm trying to do, to integrate, reintegrate these women whom people have pitied and looked at them and they think that they are nothing. They ostracize them, they reject them. The women are the widows. These widows, you just need your husband to die. And I can tell you, within a few months, you will see the same people who used to go with you. They no longer want you to come with you. If you are a young lady and your husband dies, and it's unfortunate that most of these things, they don't happen by design. You lose your husband from an accident, from illness. You don't orchestrate it. You don't plan it. You don't design it. But the moment your husband leaves, my friend, even those ones who you used to go with, you will find they don't want you in their company because, one, they think you are going to take their husband. If you are old, they think you are going to be a baggage. And those are the kind of the women that we are having. And we want to make them have a dignified life where they can live with themselves, live with the community, and become people who can contribute even to the revenues of a nation. Because the very fact that you lost your husband, it did not make you disabled. It did not make you a woman that is not able to work. What we need is to love on them, support them, and make sure that whatever challenges and all those injustices that are met on these women, they are removed. And as you celebrate this Women's Day, I hope you are thinking about those widows and their orphans, because if you are not doing that, then actually we are not living our purpose. Every human being ought to think about another human being that is unfortunate. It could have been you who lost the husband. It could have been you who is in those streets. It could have been your child who is taking glue. And I can tell you, some of us know that drug addiction is not only for the poor. It is not for the informal sector, settlement and the ghetto. I know it is also with the rich. It does not choose color, it does not choose creed, and therefore we must stand up and say no to these addictions that are destroying and killing communities. And so I really want to thank you. I don't want to keep you. I know we have been here for a long time, and I'm sure you are hungry and you want to eat. I'm also ready for the dinner because you invited me for the dinner. And therefore, as you think of how you can partner with us in rehabilitation program or an empowerment of the women and those boys, just think, where can you pitch in? We have a football tournament that is coming in Nairobi, and we have 680 teams, which we have formed, eight teams from every ward. And we want them to stagger in those fields, and we want them to feel good with themselves. And when they are through with it, we would have loved on them. The clergy will be there to love on them. The medics will be there, and the people from Ministry of Education will be there. Those who need to go back to school, we will sponsor them back to school. Those ones who want to continue and do sports, we will be with them. And those who are heavily addicted, we are going to sponsor them to rehab centers so that we can have a just and a fair society. And we can give back life and a second chance to those boys. God bless you and God honor you as you continue to think how you partner with us. I can see people waving at me. God bless you. God bless you. God honor you. And I believe that you are sending me back with some greetings to the Kenyans. Asante sana. Nitawasalimia wote. And also when you go back, please pass my regards to your families. Tell them we love them, and I think I love Canada. I'll come back. And to my friend Sunil, you know you need to come home now. I know you are my friend, and things are going to work. Bring all these honorables to be able to invest in Kenya. Kenya is a beautiful country for investment. We want to change it to a way, when you come there, you'll not even recognize it. In the next 5 years, just watch Kenya. That is a place to come and invest. Even you now start investing in your country. And I love Canada. I will also come and invest here. God bless you. This is my chief of staff. When you see a chief of staff come to whisper, she's telling me to tell you that a football tournament is going to cost me 210 million, and she doesn't know where to get it. And so those who want to partner with us, we have a foundation, the DORCAS Rigathi Foundation, that is supporting and empowering the widows, the orphans, the people with disabilities, and also the boy child. I think we should be able to get that one from her. Come and don't boss me around. Come and do your work. That is in Kenya shillings, of course. So if you take that one and divide by 120, you should be able to get the dollars that we are talking about. God bless you. God honor you.